think we'll start and then the coffee will come mid-interview. That's okay with you?
Totally fine.
How has it been thus far? When did you get in?
I arrived yesterday.
Yeah.
And I slept.
Yeah. So this is
my first interview.
Oh, great.
I did some press in Cannes.
Yeah.
That's a couple of months ago, so I'm a bit rusty, which may be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
What is the press like there?
Depends.
Because I've only ever, seen the same things that everyone sees where they get cornered, when someone gets cornered and says something untoward, and then...
No, it's been quite civilized, and I mean there's a lot in a very short time. So it's a little bit of a factory, you sit in front of the same camera with the same crew, and you switch journalists, and that seems a bit like counting the cattle, but it's okay. People are prepared, and it depends on what time of the week. By the end of the week in Cannes, you can see that people wept all morning because of too much work and too much drinking. And they're getting rusty and soft and vulnerable, which I like.
Yeah. So you like the interviewers to be vulnerable?
I like them to be run down.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little
because it becomes sort of more honest.
Yeah.
So
when you were bringing the hunt out there, you had, I guess, just completed it at that point?
Oh yeah, very much so. We had to hurry a little bit to get it to Cannes, yeah.
So now that the dust has settled, I'm wondering maybe we could talk about what led up to the hunt between Submarino, the process of kind of developing the project.
Well, honestly, the writing of the hunt took some time because I wanted to shoot it up here. I wanted to shoot it as an American-Canadian film. But the topic seemed, already when talking to my agent about it, he was like, it's going to be difficult to finance. You're going to have to use your own financial system for that. Which was great, because I ended up then back in Denmark and with all my friends, and somehow something real came out of it, which I think maybe is very good for the film. So it's interesting to be back here again with it. The film is a little bit, a mirror of something I did before. I did a film about a man, it's called Festen, the celebration.
Oh, I've seen them all.
Yeah, and this film was sort of meant to be the antithesis of that film, if you know what I mean. It's the exploration of what happened to the people who did not do anything. This is where it started.
Yeah.
It started with a children's psychiatrist knocking my door saying, you made Festen. And I said, yeah. Then there's another story that you have to do. I was like, fine, and I shelved it and didn't read it. And then, I think 8 years later or something, I needed a psychiatrist. And so I thought, well, I'll call this guy and I better read this first. And it sort of came out as something I really found both very dramatically interesting, but also, I don't like calling it important. I'm not a priest, I'm not a moralist. But I found that this needed to be addressed somehow.